mean, I already cut out your jokes anyway. If I didn't say the funny thing, then nobody gets to laugh.
The most dull podcast of all time. It's just Greg and then just two lifeless guys just like never making anything funny.
It's just me doing an hour of stand up.
No wonder, and it's like so choppy.
No wonder every episode is 6 minutes long.
Hey, I have more jokes than that. We got at least 10 minutes.
Okay.
I have to stretch it to 45, but
it's the same joke over and over again. It's like chopped and screwed, slow and reverbed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Guys, can I get real for a second?
Sure.
Please. You're in the trust tree.
So we record this podcast at 7 p.m. for those who aren't aware at home. And so it's a little bit after dinner time. So I indulge myself because it's a Friday. It's a little bit of a post-dinner dessert. Cracked open a little bit of a healthy Halo Top ice cream. I got the chocolate vanilla mix one. And it's like a flat down the middle, one side chocolate, one side vanilla.
Yum. I love it. I'm happy for you.
Yep, I'm following.
Yeah, I was really excited too. And then halfway through I realized it's such a gimmick. The best part of the swirl flavor is the swirl. It's when you get a bite of both chocolate and vanilla. That's what I'm paying for. But that's only on that one little strip where they're both connected.
Okay, that strip is like the main part of it. Like
there's still the whole other outside. That's just that.
A little from the chocolate and then a little from the
vanilla and chocolate. Yeah.
I can't believe I'm getting pushback like this.
Also, I don't mind just having like a spoon of chocolate and then a spoon of vanilla after, mix it up, a little flavor of each.
Dude, I'm with John on this 100%.
If you want the swirl, you go in the middle. Like it has
I
everything.
only want the swirl. I bought a swirl.
Then get the patchwork kind, where they have like the little checkers.
I don't. Does that exist?
That exists. I think
Halo does
Halo joint.
Yeah.
Well, see, they get it.
Halo does it.
See, the patchwork kind recognizes the problem of the common swirl.
But even then, I mean, if you get really precise with your spoon, you can still just get a square of chocolate or a square of vanilla.
Sure, that's twice the work, man.
Okay, you must hate like Neapolitan then. Where
like they're in thinking. I was like, dude, everyone who has Neapolitan's a fucking schmuck, man.
I like Neapolitan, but keep your strawberry way over there.
Yeah,
I don't really like
we all saw that one coming.
So you don't like Neapolitan. You like approximately 2/3 of Neapolitan.
That's enough.
So you literally just want the swirl I had.
Yeah. I was a big fan of fudge swirl. That was one of my favorite ice creams growing up, because it's like mainly vanilla, but you get that chocolatey fudge in there. Oh,
so you
it's
get
like
both,
if you put like chocolate syrup on it. It's almost a sundae.
Yeah.
Dude, the worst shit though is the Ben & Jerry's fudge topping one, where it's like the hard coated thing of fudge blocking the ice cream, and you gotta
you gotta crack through it. It's part of the fun.
The fun part of ice cream is, John, eating the fucking ice cream. I don't get a fucking workout stabbing
You have like the worst ice cream opinions I've ever heard, Colin.
I disagree.
Like, this is terrible.
I don't want to go to the mines to have some fucking ice cream, man. I want to
get it, man. All right.
I just recently got one of the like ice cream scoops that you get warm with your hands, and it really scoops because I was having such a problem. I was bending all of my spoons trying to get the ice cream out of this because
let it sit on the counter for like a 30 seconds.
No,
yeah, put
take
it
out of the freezer. You pop the top, and you get in there with the spoon. Okay,
or get like a real ice cream scooper. Like
that's what I did. No, I had one of those, but it had like a plastic handle. I snapped that thing too because I couldn't wait.
God, you're so strong.
Yeah, ice cream. I keep my freezer really cold, man. I don't know. I keep it at 1 degree.
I do dry ice in there.
I do keep my freezer and my fridge at like the max coldness.
Mine has like a legit number, and I keep it at 1 degree Fahrenheit.
Oh,
like right cold. It's fucking cold in my freezer. That's why I cut my hand on my ice today.
Yeah, that is crazy.
You cut it on ice?
Razor sharp ice.
Yeah, dude. This is how I cut my hand. All right. I literally sliced it on ice, just reaching in to grab ice from my water bottle.
Yeah, maybe you gotta like bump that up to like 4 or 5.
Nah, dude. I want to keep things preserved. I have so many things.
You actually only need it at 32.
You don't
No, it should be lower than 32.
It should be lower than 32.
I agree.
What do you keep your fridge at? What do you keep your fridge at?
9. That's the setting it is.
No, not 9 degrees.
No,
I was gonna say, that's very cold.
It's 1 to 9.
It's cold in his freezer.
It's 1 to 9 for least cold to most cold. I keep it at 9. And then I didn't realize how cold that was because it just says 9 until I put celery at the top shelf and I pulled it out to have some, and it was like frozen. It was kind of nasty.
See, I keep my fridge pretty cold too. Like I think it's like 36 degrees Fahrenheit. Like it's pretty chilly in there.
Mine is just the middle setting for both. Like,
Yeah.
just give me whatever the standard is, because then they have this down to a science. All right, people who make this, they know.
Yeah,
they know what it should
I
be.
do agree with John, which is why I think it's crazy that Greg is freeballing the temperatures, like as if he.
It just has it. I don't know. It's on the side wall on the inside of the fridge.
You said it though.
It's like a digital thing.
You said it till 1.
It's a digital thing. I think it was at like 3, and I was like, I want it fucking colder.
Who are you?
We're going to 1.
Who
All
are
right,
you?
a 2-degree difference isn't doing
It
that
shouldn't
much.
matter.
Exactly,
right?
but it's like who the fuck do you think you are, man? They put it at 3 for a reason.
I might go to like 0 if I can.
You
I might try
you
that
have
out.
no idea. Like this is why. Like, all right, I'm not doing this.
Greg's always been a fun numbers guy. All right, he's always keeping he kept our apartment to 69 degrees all the time.
But
He
that
likes
wasn't-
having things at a fun number.
But that
Yeah, and I
wasn't.
can
that
tell if he
wasn't
changed it.
That wasn't a fun amount. That was like Greg's like internal thermometer was like so precise. It needed to be at 69. I used to
He
wake
runs
up.
hot.
I used to wake up sweating sometimes and like lower it, and I would wake up the next morning. And it would be back to 69.
I wouldn't usually have a problem if you made it like way colder.
Whatever.
I would have a problem if you made it hot, and I go, why am I warm? This is bad, and then I'd have to go change it. Somebody put it up to like 71, and I'd be like, no.
Oh, I would never make it hotter.
Well, I don't know. All right, maybe I got cold. I don't know.
No, man.
That doesn't happen to me very often.
Same here.
He runs hot.
I'll run hot too.
When you see his ears just start boiling red, you know Greg's just sweating.
Yeah.
Guys,
My ears, my cheeks, I get very flushed.
I really
This one's
appreciate
getting
it.
red already.
I can see it.
Yeah.
It's happening before our eyes.
Yeah.
It is.
It's
Dude,
getting
there's bright light on my face.
actually is getting redder.
Well, now I'm just blushing. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys.
He's so bashful.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the food talk, but I don't think that's like our lane right now. Have you guys heard about the new hot food podcast in the scene?
I did. I saw the clip of them talking about their favorite pizza toppings, and they were all cheese.
Yeah. So, Greg, if you don't know,
I don't know.
There's a hot new podcast in the scene. They're called the MD Foodie Boys. They're what I assume are a bunch of 13-year-olds from Maryland who are somehow acquired a podcast studio. Maybe it's in like their like school's like AV lab. I don't know. And all they do is talk about food. But because they're 13 years old, they haven't had any food in their entire life.
They also like can't buy any food on their own, really.
No, it's so,
They'll like, bring up a food and be like, "Has
No, I
any of you
haven't
had
had
this?" And then they're all like, "No, I haven't had it." No.
it's so
Like
funny.
what? What are these crazy foods that they've never had?
There's one guy, they call him McLovin because he has glasses.
I'm glad they've seen that movie. That's fun.
I don't know if they have. I really hope
Good
they
for
have.
the younger.
though.
Oh, damn! Come on.
They might know the reference, but not know what the reference
No,
is referencing.
I think it's like TikTok has like dubbed him McLovin and like they've like adopted it. But they're like McLovin has never tried any vegetable. They had him try celery recently. That was big.
Any vegetable.
Where are his parents?
The chubby perm kid. He kind of runs the show, Greg. If you're unaware.
Do they call him Jonah Hill? Like, what are we doing here?
No, dude. They clearly have not seen. They clearly have not seen.
Super bad.
They brought it in like a case that you have like $100,000 in, and it was just a stick of celery. And he took like 3 bites and said, "Nah, it's not for me." But yeah,
Celery is one of the most bland things in the world. Is that for anybody?
celery.
What are you, a rabbit? You're just sitting there eating celery?
Yes,
Usually
I
people
eat
are like, I
plain-
want peanut butter on it or something like
No,
that.
it's like
I like
no one's making ants in a log. All right, let's just get that out of the way.
John loves ants on the log.
You're making ants on a log like on your own?
No, I don't put any ants on the
Exactly,
log.
it's
But
a
I do eat
gimmick.
it with peanut butter.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Like you're not taking out the raisin one by one, like sitting
Look,
on the log.
Look, I hate peanut
If
butter,
was
so
going
I
to
never
put it
do
on
it
a
either.
picnic, I
But
absolutely would.
You're gonna bring
then you
ants
just
to
have
a
real
picnic?
ants.
What are you, an idiot?
You got to fight fire with fire. Give them a sacrifice little couple of ants, and then
Yeah.
they'll be happy with that.
Yeah, you
Dude,
actually,
what if they're
you
like
actually
fire
wait,
ants?
you wait for the ants to show up, and then you take a bite out of it, and you like send a message. This could
Tell
be
your
you.
friends.
Yeah. Yeah, Greg. Every time it's like they're talking about their favorite pizza toppings, and they all just went, "Actually, I don't really like anything else. I kind of only like cheese."
Yeah, and one of them was like so I will have pepperoni, but I prefer cheese.
Yeah.
And everyone else loves cheese. It was so fucking funny.
Dude, that is the most middle school thing in the world.
It's awesome. And dude,
They're foodies, Greg.
they're like, all right, what about wings? What's your favorite type of wing? They're like, well, I really only have ever had barbecue or buffalo, and they're like, yeah, I actually only like buffalo or barbecue too.
Dude, get them some garlic parm, dude. Come on, mix it up a little.
So someone mentioned that, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I've heard about like lemon pepper," and everyone's like, "Yeah, I've heard that's good. I haven't had it though. I haven't had it though.
I've heard whispers of lemon pepper.
Dude, it's so tight." And then like it's not just food they're like completely ambivalent to. They were like, "Oh, dude, the new Drake album came out. It was really good. I haven't listened to it yet. What do you guys think about it though?" And they go, "Oh yeah, I've heard it was good. Haven't heard it yet though. Oh yeah, like I went to TikTok to look up the poppin' songs. I haven't really listened to them yet though, but like it seems like it's pretty good."
I think we need to bring up more topics that we just haven't actually had any experience in, and just like talk about them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just so worldly. I know about everything except for this podcast, obviously. Name a topic I don't know about.
All right, Greg. What do you think about the upcoming Masters? How are you feeling about that?
Let's get Rory out there, man. I think he can take it this year.
Actually, the answer, Greg, you're looking for is I don't really know. I don't really watch golf. Next topic, please.
Dude, the internet, it's gone too far. Can we end it?
Kind of a fan.
With the internet?
No, I kind of need that.
Dude, I don't think you realize how inconvenienced you would be without the internet.
Also, Greg's saying this.
I could do my job.
Greg's saying this as the one guy. I was gonna say Greg's saying this is the one guy whose job isn't really fake. So he has a luxury of saying, I don't need the internet. John and I would be out of a job.
Yeah, I do physical work. I'm not just on a computer all day.
Greg, if you didn't have the internet to listen to your podcast, you would kill yourself.
If Greg had to be alone with his thoughts for like more than like an hour at a time,
I can just play music. That's fine. I like listen to music. I just sometimes get a little bored of it.
How are you gonna get this music? You're gonna have to like drive to the store and get some records.
You should see how much I downloaded off my parents' old iTunes before we got rid of that old computer. I have almost half a terabyte of music on a portable hard drive over there. So don't worry, it's got plenty of like 303 Backstreet Boys.
I was gonna say
for like early 2000s music.
My parents were getting rid of that computer that had all the old iTunes stuff on it, and I was like, well, fuck, I want this shit. So I downloaded everything onto a portable hard drive, and then they got rid of it. And now I.
But if you have an iTunes account, you can surely access that from anywhere.
Yes.
It wasn't my iTunes account. I don't know whose music that was, but it's mine now. Don't tell Steve Jobs about this, but
the ghost of Steve Jobs. Yeah.
Also, I'm sure most of this was downloaded from LimeWire.
I was gonna say, like, what the fuck are you talking
probably
about?
has like viruses on it.
Did I ever tell you guys about how back when Netflix was just DVDs, my dad was like an early adopter of Netflix, and so like for like 4 years,
he would scan them all, right?
Yeah, he would max out the amount of things you could rent at a certain time, copy them onto blank discs, and then send them back and repeat.
Dude, physical media is important, man.
We probably have 100 actual pounds of just like DVDs, maybe the entire like Netflix library from like 2012.
Dude, I would love that. Does he still do it or no?
No. Streaming exists.
He doesn't.
I mean,
he doesn't.
How would he? No one's giving out discs anymore.
Does Netflix still do that? Hold on.
They might.
They might have like a token, like one thing available, like Blockbuster had.
Does Netflix?
I don't know, dude. I just feel like digital media. Like you can say like, oh, I bought this on Amazon Prime, but like now it's just gone.
Dude,
I don't own it anymore.
They stopped, but only as of like September 2023.
Dang, just missed it.
Damn.
Well, by over a year, but
damn, if you actually had what if you had at home by that time, they let you keep it.
Probably. What are they gonna do with it?
No, I mean that's fair.
Right. Yeah, but you were only supposed to rent like one at a time. You have to
10.
like spend it back before you get another one.
No, it was 10.
That seems like a lot.
Maybe if you're like a Gold Plus member, you earned your stripes, sent back on time a bunch of things so that they trust you with more. I feel like they start you out slow. I do wish we went back to disc though. Like for video games, the fact that I used to be able to just put in a disc and just be able to play a game. Now I have to download it for like 5 hours or like download something overnight.
Dude, get your internet up. What the hell?
Dude, things are like 200 gigs. Crazy.
That's fair. And like literally I'm
Too
talking
much. And I have like a terabyte of space, and it's like
And
not enough.
everything needs to like update. You're always just like, it's the next day. I want to go play this. And it's like, nah, new update. And you're like, cool. I guess I can't play for the next half hour while this
Fucking
updates.
annoying.
John, that is fair. I think the space thing is a big thing. Where like back in the day, like having a terabyte meant something because like most of it was held on like the disk itself. Now it's like 5 games. If you have Call of Duty, it's like 2 games.
Yeah, I have to keep swapping out my games. It's a real pain.
Oh, speaking of which, yeah, there is still one Blockbuster left. It's in Bend, Oregon, and they're really like leaning into it. Their Instagram account is the official last Blockbuster.
Shout out them.
They're selling merch specifically for this last Blockbuster. 80% of its income comes from merch.
I believe that.
Dude, they sell beer.
Sell beer?
Yeah, they sell Blockbuster.
Is there like a brewery in the back?
I don't know, man.
That's kind of sick.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, they have 90,000 followers on Instagram.
That does not seem like a lot to keep them in business. 90,000? Are you sure it's not like 900,000?
Yeah.
Well, what are you looking on? Followers on what?
Instagram.
They might have a different platform that they. I feel like their Blockbuster's like a Facebook kind of person.
Dude, this store has their own shop. Does Blockbuster have a website? Like, period?
Why would they? What would you do on that website?
Rent stuff.
Look at their mission statement. Yeah, Greg, they do, you dick.
But what would you do on it? Who visits this? It's probably the least trafficked website.
Okay, this is not a joke. 1 second. If you do go to their website, it's literally just a screen that says their logo and it says we are working on rewinding your movie, but while you're at it, check out all that Sling TV has to offer. You can't
they sold out.
This website, they're paying for the URL every year, and that's about it.
Dude, like older millennials hated selling out. That was like their biggest thing. I feel like nowadays we're all just like, yeah, man, go get that check.
I agree.
Like, get that bag. We do not care if you sell out. Go get your money.
Yeah,
but I feel like back in the day it was like, yo, if you fucking like I don't know, like that was just like the whole punk scene of like the 90s and stuff like that. Like, Nirvana can't sell out right now. Like all these bands can't sell out. I just feel like that was such a huge thing, and now everybody's just like, I don't care what you have to do. Go get your bread.
I think people only like it if the creator is honest about it.
Yeah, if you're like upfront, like that's fine. But if you're like trying to like sneakily
like a rug
keep
pull.
promoting something, but don't tell people that you're like paid to promote this.
Greg, Hawk 2 just happened. How can you say that people like actually like this shit?
Well, she went to bed, Colin.
Yeah,
she hasn't woken up yet.
For 2 months. No, she's back now. She did a podcast with FaZe Banks, the premier expert on crypto.
That was her scamming the people that she liked.
That's bad, bro.
You pretending to sell a product?
She made $2 million. She was product. It was Hawk 2 a coin.
That is so different. You're misconstruing what I'm meaning.
I'm not. Our president just did it. Did you guys invest in Trump dollars?
That does not really help your argument that much.
Have you guys ever seen? First of all, have you guys ever been to like those like drug related subreddits like r/heroin, r/meth?
No.
r/meth's really funny. r/heroin very sad. But there's an all-time post. Let me see if I can pull it up. Where a guy's like, "Hey, so like I kind of want to try heroin. I don't have an addictive personality, so I think I'll be good. But I'll let you guys know how it goes." And all the comments are like, No, do not do this. This is an awful idea. You will become addicted. He's like, nah, I think I'm good, guys. And then he follows
he did it for a bit, or did he actually do heroin after?
He did it, and he really got addicted?
Yeah, no shit. What a fucking idiot.
So I thought it was just like a bit, because that sounds like something like you would do, Colin. Like go on to Reddit and just pretend to be a heroin addict.
Post.
I tried alcohol one time and I didn't like it. So I think if I try heroin, I'm not gonna like it.
Yeah, I did heroin yesterday. I'm not a drug user. Never been anything besides pot. Back when I was a teen, ask me anything.
This guy's a fucking moron.
Yeah, so he has a bunch of updates. It starts in 2009. And then the first update is 2 weeks later. Jeez. The next update's a year later. The next update is 2 years after that later. The
And
fourth
all
update,
these updates are him still using? Or is it like 2 years later, I'm clean now? 4 years later, I'm back on it. Yeah.
sorry, 8 years ago. 8 years ago, he responds. 7 years later, he's been clean for 6 years, which means he was a heroin addict for like 2 or 3 years. After being like, nah, guys, don't worry, it's gonna be a one and done thing.
I mean, good for him on getting
Dude,
clean. Jesus.
Imagine fucking up that badly, where you're like, oh, just a little taste, you
Guys,
know?
I got this. I'm not
Gotta
soft.
wet the beak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't realize I'm built different, and then just 3 years of being addicted to
I eat my sugar in moderation, so clearly I can handle heroin, okay? I don't have a sweet tooth, so I can do this.
Yeah. And then 3 years ago, it was his last update. He says, I'm still clean. Don't worry about that. But it's so crazy. Yeah.
So you ever get a little like, ooh, man, just jonesing for it?
Maybe the craziest part is that he keeps coming back to this post.
Well, like
there's so many years of lore in here.
It's like one of the most like visited posts on Reddit. So like it often gets like shared and blows up in other places. And so he's like, all right, I saw this elsewhere. Just checking in, guys. I'm still good. But like, yeah, the post 1 year after the event, after the first post, was like, I'm in one of the finest hospitals and get internet access in 30-minute intervals before having to restart my browsing session. Yeah, he's in like very serious rehab. And then, all right, what's the one 2 years after? Tomorrow I leave the psychiatric unit. Oh my god.
Dude was fucking committed.
All right, and then let's go check out r/meth.
I feel like Dare should show people this Reddit post.
100%.
Why? This makes it seem like you can do heroin for 3 years and then you're fine after that.
3 years is an infinite amount of time for like an impressionable young teenager.
That's like barely 1,000 days.
All right.
It's nothing.
So I just shared this very harrowing.
I have an addictive personality. I'm not like this guy.
I just shared this very harrowing experience from what's it from? From r/heroin or whatever. And then I'm gonna take you guys to r/meth. Just the dichotomy. The top thing is like an MLG meme, the banner where it says "Read the rules, drink water," and then it's an alien smoking meth. And then the top post of the day is, I just spilled liquid hot meth on my balls. Meth is one hell of a drug. 3.5 grams, not bad, not bad. A bunch of rock on hands.
Is meth a liquid?
If you burn it.
I guess.
Yeah.
I've never done meth. I don't know that much about meth, other than I watched Breaking Bad, but that was years ago.
And he made it blue, Greg. It's very cool.
And then an all-timer is on r/LSD, where it's just a picture of a guy's hand, and the caption is, anybody else seeing this?
I hope other people were seeing this.
That's comedy right there.
Oh, it's so good. It's just I love the absolute like dichotomy between like these drugs.
Is there an r/cocaine?
Oh, dude, it's wild there, man.
That one's probably incoherent. Like, there's probably like 20 different trains of thought on every single post.
I feel like the LSD one might be the most incoherent. They could be making up their own language out there.
Just vibes.
Yeah. No, we don't know what they're talking about, dude. It could be anything.
Friday night after work can only mean one thing, and it's just a pile of cocaine. And then he goes, how is everyone doing skiing right now? Why are there never any coke dealers up early in the morning? Brother, you are addicted.
Yeah, no shit.
I did it all last night. I have nothing left for the morning.
Hell yeah, let's fucking go. My dealer disappeared months ago and I thought I'd never do coke again. My husband came home like, I have good news, and presented me an 8-ball. More expensive than our last dealer, but this shit is good. Tested it before using. Let's go, you weren't laced.
That's crazy. Now I'm trying to imagine my future wife just coming home being like, hey, yo, check it out. I just got us a new 8-ball.
See, I like it because it implies that like this is like a shared hobby they have as a couple. Like they both love doing.
They bonded over.
Yeah, they both love doing cocaine together. I imagine like she's been sad on the couch for like months, and her husband's like, I gotta find some coke for her. It'll really lift her spirits.
She clearly has more other problems. This is a problem. Is there what about like r/Molly or something like that?
Ooh, okay.
Or is it MDMA? I don't know.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
/Jenkum.
We're not doing Jankum, all right? I can't show Jankum on the podcast.
Ooh, what about like
any of this?
What about r/Whippets? Is that a
That's
page?
a real one. That one's crazy.
Oh, why have you been on all these already?
He's like browsing. He's like window shopping. Like which one seems the most
drug should I do?
Like what community do I want to join?
Yeah, he knew a lot about the cocaine one.
Well, I just visited it right now.
Yeah. Sure. White collar Colin. Wonder what he does.
All right, guy.
Dude, your algorithm's gonna be crazy.
I'm not signed in.
Yeah, any other time you go on Reddit, it's just nuts. Dude, I went on Reddit the other day and I was like, I didn't look this up. It was literally talking about like hair replacement stuff. And I was like, I have a full head of hair. I was not looking up like getting plugs or anything like
Dude,
that.
I'm on r/LSD right now, and then I sorted by top all time, and it's all just a bunch of people posting photos of planes, like they're flying high right now. I like it. It's a fun little kind of mascot, I guess. This is a little AI generated one. That's cute. And then the fourth most popular post of all time is it possible to get a dildo machine on a plane? Hey, I'm thinking of tripping on a flight I have tonight around 8 p.m. I really love watching VR porn and using a fuck machine during LSD trips. And I was wondering if there's any way to do safely. Sorry, if any way to do this safely while flying. Always been my dream, but not too sure how it'll go.
Is it a guy or a girl?
There's no way you're gonna be able to get that through. No way.
You can get it through security.
Imagine sitting next to like that person while they just set up this thing and then put on VR goggles. you gotta press like the flight attendant button. Like, excuse me. I don't think they're allowed to do that.
This guy
Excuse me, can I get a power strip? I need more power.
This guy in the comment section goes, "Who the fuck starts a conversation like that?" I just opened Reddit, and he also censored "fuck." Brother, you are like subscribed to the r/LSD subreddit. You are signing up for this, all right? You do not get to be mad at the posts that come from this drug-related subreddit.
I like when they censor themselves.
Yeah, this guy loves LSD, but not cursing.
Hey man,
all right?
They don't want to get reported. Okay, for foul language.
So I'm going to r/MDMA. First of all, there's 300,000 members part of this subreddit.
Fire.
The top post right now is this weekend's naked party. Oh, there's no picture. All right, it said view
really
NSFW content.
Picture.
All right, it was not on the screen. I had to take a shot. Who's rolling this weekend and getting buck ass naked? Everyone is welcome.
Everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? I'm just glad people are finding their community. You know?
Birds
like,
of a feather.
I feel like it's a real problem. You know, our society is just so much more like secluded now. People don't want to hang out with each other and stuff. Like, we do this. This is part of our community and stuff.
Yeah.
People used to go to church. They used to be like join like
People
meeting
used
hall.
to go
People
to
would
church.
people would be part of like the American Legion or whatever. They'd go to war and stuff. Now people don't hang out with each other.
And you know
but
what,
They're
Greg?
getting together to do drugs and be naked.
It's so hard making friends as an adult too. All right,
You know what I mean? It's so different. All you can do is just go out and drink. You know, we're going to a bar. You know,
drinking's fine,
like
but
that.
rolling on Molly isn't. Grow up.
This is why we all go to
like,
Beta Bros, right?
Yeah, Beta Bros. It's just being part of a community. You know, that's why people are joining all these Reddit communities because they're just like they want to be a part of something. You know, I'm really just happy that people are still finding communities.
Maybe not all communities though.
I mean, you know, whatever floats your boat. Well, what communities do we not like? I mean,
Nazis?
I'm not. Yeah.
Defend that one, Greg.
Yeah.
I can't defend that one. It just really sucks when you can just be like, well, Nazis, and then like that's the argument to my
It is a big
Sorry,
argument
man. It's
ender
kind
for a
of
lot of
prevalent
things.
nowadays.
Yeah, like
Who would've thought?
there's no I can't debate that. Yeah, that's bad. Also, like whatever, like the pedophilia community, also bad. I can't argue that one either. I can't argue that one, but that's not fun. That's not in the spirit of debate, Colin.
That's fair.
Okay.
I'm just saying I don't support all communities.
Yeah. All right. Well, I support. How do I word this?
All right.
I support everybody trying to find a community.
That's not a hate group.
Or sexually malicious.
Yeah. But I suppose I'm trying to
not infecting other people.
Yeah, like maybe try like woodworking or something. You know, maybe like get tips on like how to sand. That'd be good.
Do be a dope group. Adult skateboarders learning for the first time. No pressure.
You just want to learn how to ride a bike.
All right. Okay, what the fuck?
This is for you, all right?
Yeah, but like, I feel like there's a lot of adults out there who secretly want to learn how to skateboard, but are afraid of going to a skate park around a bunch of like teens and youths that have been skating their whole lives and being judged.
I think it's more about if I hit the deck now, I'm going to end up way more hurt than when I was 8 and I hit the deck.
Yeah, but like, what if you like go to the Y and like it's like, you know, like those like yoga classes or spin classes, where everyone's like in a room together and like kind of like a grid.
I prefer Zumba, but yes.
Okay, Zumba, find your community. And everyone's just there like trying to like pop ollies. And afterwards you go and pop Molly.
And then have group sex.
Yeah, then group sex.
I mean, if that's the community you want, then more power to you, I guess.
Yeah. Late onset adult skateboarders.
Why don't you create the? Is there a Reddit page for this already?
I already skateboard. All right, I'm not one of these jamokers. I shred.
I've never seen you.
Well, then do it for riding a bike.
Okay. Well, then I want to.
I was just gonna end up taking a spin class at the gym.
First of all,
guys, I'm riding a bike.
If you can't ride a stationary bike, that's like a whole other level.
First of all, how dare you? Also, I will now use this as my platform to brag. All right, my new building has a Peloton.
Cool, nice.
I never thought I'd be a Peloton person. Boy, howdy, was I wrong. The beginner level to advanced beginner level classes have never seen a demon like Colin Sincock hit the spin scene.
Is that the one where don't they have like a leaderboard thing? So like
they
you're like
sure
winning
do.
And stuff. Dude, competition makes like
gamifying it. Yeah,
gamifying it is so good. So good.
Dude, every super motherfucker in my lobby has to watch me fly past them.
Nice. Dude, I started doing more of the New York Times like puzzles just because my sister keeps sending them to me and I'm like, fuck you, I gotta beat you. I need to do better than you at Connections.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, Connections is sick. If I don't get the daily mini in like under a minute every day, it actually upsets me.
Under a minute? That's pretty fast. I did today's in like 2.5 minutes. And I was like, this is decent. I'm sorry. I thought that was good.
Listen, we don't judge here, Colin, in this community.
Greg
can take all the time he needs.
I'm not a part of that community.
I should have been able to do today's better. I couldn't think of what color like red and orange was. Is coral for anybody out there. Couldn't get that one.
Yeah, John? Does this change your thoughts?
I don't know what coral is, man. Like,
fair enough.
I'm with Greg on that one.
Nah, man, I don't know. I love Greg discovering Wordle in 2025.
I used to do it, but then it's just
you
like the last couple
did it
weeks.
for a long time.
Yeah, I did it for a long time, and then I fell off because I was just like, all right, I don't need another daily thing I do. But my sister talking shit.
Dude, what a burden! What a burden to your day. Like the 5 minutes you do to play Wordle.
It takes time, dude. I already do daily Sudoku puzzles. I already do daily nonogram puzzles. I already have a bunch of other games I do. I'm back on Duolingo. I'm learning French again, okay? I am doing
so many commitments.
I literally wake up and I go into the bathroom, take my morning shit, and I'm literally just on my phone for like 45 minutes, just sitting there doing Duolingo.
First of all, you would have been there for 45 minutes regardless, all right? That's just how you fucking fill the time.
Yeah. But so now I do that. I used to, when I was addicted to TikTok, watch TikToks for 45 minutes.
And before that, it was Dream League Soccer.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Retro Bowl football as well on my phone. Dude, it's fire. I just hit a 3-peat, okay? My team is maxed out, 5 stars, everything. You know, I'm very good.
Are you on the college one yet?
No, but my quarterback did just throw for over 10,000 yards this season. It's fire. One of my wide receivers had over 5,000 yards receiving and 68 touchdowns.
Hell
One
yeah.
fumble.
Is it just max speed and you send them long every time?
Yeah.
Yep, I'm in there.
I have 2 receivers with max speed. I just go into the draft until I find those guys, and then I just...
That's the only thing that fucking matters in that game is speed.
Yep, and get a quarterback who has max throwing power. You fucking launch it.
Yep. The real man though tries to get a 2,000-yard rusher. All right, that takes patience.
Yeah, that is tough. You need to get a good running back.
Yeah,
running is just so hard.
so much harder than throwing.
Most of the time, the running back is coming out of the backfield on like an end around. Okay, like you have to throw him the ball. You're not running it up the gut.
Yeah.
That never happens.
Never happens.
It's a good game though.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I should probably get off my phone. You know.
Do you get the weekly thing?
The screen time? Yeah.
Thing?
Yeah, I'm not on my phone that. I mean, I'm on my phone probably like a quarter of the day. It's probably on like 5 to 6 hours a day. I think it's usually where I'm at.
That's not bad.
That's about it.
But I'm like using it more because like I'm always listening to like podcasts and stuff like that. So like it's on a lot more, like doing something.
I'm a big YouTube guy while I'm at work. That really jacks it up. I'm at like 7 to 8.
My average for the last week was 5 hours and 4 minutes on my phone. Although I will say today's been kind of high. I've already been on my phone for over 6 hours today.
Whoa. Yeah, I was sick today, so I had that excuse. I was in bed.
5:47. So almost 6.
Not bad. Not bad. What's your average though?
That is my average.
Oh, that's your average. Oh, gotcha,
today is under that.
I will say last week my average was way lower. I was only on my phone last week for averaged 4 hours and 15 minutes. The week before, 5 hours and 5 minutes. The week before, 5 hours and 27 minutes. So like I usually am, around 5 hours on my phone a day. I don't think that's terrible.
7:16.
I mean, wait, what? You run your phone for 16 hours today?
No, 7:16 was my average.
Damn, dude. Man, I thought I was on my phone a lot. Y'all are fucking on your phone all the time.
I mean, like Colin said, like he'll put up a video and then he'll just like kind of set it down.
Yeah.
And then like do other things.
I
don't
like,
also like, dude, like when I'm on the train for like 2 hours in the day.
You were watching something? I would just be listening.
No, I'll scroll or I'll like read emails.
Okay.
Because the worst thing you do on like listening, sadly, isn't good enough anymore on the train. Because like I don't want to like just like look at someone accidentally.
You can't like look out the window.
The train? It's what? It's the fucking subway, dude.
It's just tunnel.
It's just darkness.
I don't know. Look at passing lights.
And like seats are usually like you're looking at someone else.
Yeah, there's like no good way to do it besides you got to look at your phone.
Look at the fucking floor, dude. Check out everybody's shoes. See who's got a good sneaker game.
That's so unproductive.
Who's got good kicks.
That's so unproductive. All right, white collar Colin, I got to be productive on my train ride. Just listen to something, you loser.
I am listening always.
Okay, why do you have to be watching something too?
I don't have to be watching something. I can be just scrolling.
Why don't you close your eyes? You gonna get robbed, you little twink?
Yes.
Look a little tougher. Like you could hold your own.
Like, man, what's happening
just
here?
Just lat spreading while you sit.
Yeah. You're man spreading. Huh? People probably hate you on the train because you're always man spreading, and then they're just like, I'm gonna beat this guy up. I'm gonna take his lunch money.
What the fuck is going on here?
I don't know. I got a little hostile.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. But
I'm just kind of proud that I don't have
money.
They actually just steal his lunch. They're like, oh, you going to Subway today? Taking that.
Colin didn't pack again, did you? I did. I always pack.
Colin's bringing a backup lunch because he knows that they're going to steal his.
He always buys 2 grinders, just have one in his bag and then one out to hand out to people.
You know the fucking deal. Yes, sir.
Dude, picturing you having
this time, bitch.
Picturing you having a bully on the train is hilarious.
As a full adult.
It was crazy. It's always a different guy because, like, what are the odds of having the same person? They always just point me out.
I mean, you take the train regularly, like at the same time.
Yeah, but there's so many cars, dude.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, if he's gonna bully you, he might find you. He might walk the cars. He might be like,
walk the cars. It's not a train like that, man. When's
right? But like maybe he's like watching. He sees you out on the platform, and then he goes, "I'm getting out and getting into that car, so I can go steal his lunch."
This guy's really into bullying you and getting lunch.
Yeah, this guy
all the time.
This guy just seems hungry.
Do you know how much free time some people have? Okay, I'm sure there are people who do this.
I don't know.
I don't know if you can be sure someone is stealing other person, stealing their lunch on a daily basis.
I'm not saying it's happening in Boston. I'm saying it's happening somewhere in the world, okay?
You think so?
Even if you say it's 1 in a million chance, you know there's like 7.5 billion people.
That. I think it's way more than 1 in a million.
Nah, I think it happens a lot, actually.
Specifically in like a subway, like they have to find the person, tail them into a subway car, take their lunch every day.
Why wouldn't the person just mix up their schedule while getting to work?
Maybe they secretly enjoy it, Colin. I don't know. It happens to you. It doesn't happen to me. I don't know why you do it.
Enjoy
Maybe they secretly enjoy the fun in the sky.
For me.
On the sandwich, there's a little note saying, like, love you.
Dude, maybe the mob is shaking you down. I don't know.
They won't let anything happen to you because you're literally their meal ticket, you know? Yeah. They just they're looking out for you.
Maybe they don't have any other source of income. Maybe this is their one meal a day. I don't know.
They're getting the strength from my one lunch.
Not a 6-inch, Colin.
Greg, they can't eat food nor afford food, but they have the strength to shake
just out
me
here
down.
Looking down his nose at all the poor people. He's out here just going like, I'm not giving you my sandwich. Just give him your sandwich. You're so rich.
Get off your high horse, buddy.
Yeah.
Why was this my fault?
You're the reason that guy's poor and has to bully you.
How is that true?
This is your fault.
We don't have victim blame here.
Unless it's Colin.
There you are, walking around with a sandwich, asking for it.
What were you wearing, Colin?
Too many people don't walk around with any sandwiches.
Yeah. If you just didn't have lunch, what's he going to take from you?
Yeah.
Your dignity?
Can't take what I don't have.
Jesus.
All right, we want to wrap this one up here,
boys.
boys.
Do that, boys.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. Please like and subscribe. Follow us at sochoicepodcast on all social media. We're streaming most Thursdays, so check us out on Twitch, and we will catch you guys next week.
Peace and choice.